Now, listen, are we going to have good days for flying out if you're leaving Cleveland?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something if there's air taxis everywhere? I mean, you want to go to Columbus like that. If you want to go to Dayton, Toledo.
It'd still be pretty weird. I feel like I'd be Back to the Future.
You
know the movie Back to the Future?
Right.
Yeah.
That or we talked about the Jetsons earlier as well. You know.
I don't think anybody knows who the Jetsons are anymore.
Don't say that.
I feel bad.
That's the day I write my journal. It's happening. It's happening. Weather-wise, you know, we've really got a pretty quiet weather pattern, Lydia.
Nice.
I mean, you and I like to garden and get out in the yard, and it certainly has been good for that outside of some of these lake effect showers. But we've got another nice stretch of weather that's coming our way as we get into the extended forecast. It really starts tomorrow. We've got some lingering moisture coming across the lake. We've got cool air coming across our warm lake as well. So still some lake effect showers will be around tomorrow morning. I don't think they'll be very widespread. We're in the 50s. And then by afternoon, we'll start to bring in some dry air. So we say goodbye to any lake effect showers. We'll just have a mix of clouds and some sunshine. Temperatures making their way up into the upper 60s tomorrow, much like they were today. Just a couple showers left over. Lorain County, Medina County. There was a little skinny line that moved south through you. It's starting to weaken a little bit, but there is a little bit of rain out there. That rain extends up into areas of New York. And then they've got all sorts of rain. This is on top of all the rain that they got over the weekend from Lee and areas of Maine. And they continue to get yet another storm system. They've got all sorts of flooding issues out there. Not for us, though. We're kind of in between. We're on the backside of that system, so we're dragging that cold air in, cool air in. Overnight tonight and then tomorrow. We'll stay in the 60s, as I mentioned. So let's take you through it. National Design Mart Hour by Hour forecast. I was talking to Peyton earlier today. She said over the weekend, the models were picking up on this so well, so we have to stick with it. But it's developing lake effect rain tonight in Lorain County that perhaps spreads into the Cleveland area. So this is tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Some lake effect clouds and some rain showers around for many of us. But between that, much like we had today, you'll have sunshine. So look at the temperature difference where we have clouds, 56 tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, Worcester, where it's clear down towards Mansfield, Dover, you're sitting in the low 40s. What a difference between clear skies and clouds. Those clouds, remember, trap in that heat. So big difference tomorrow. We all become uniform tomorrow afternoon. Lake effect will eventually come to an end. What's left of that, we'll replace that with high clouds off of a system that's back towards Chicago tomorrow. So we'll have intervals of clouds mixed with sunshine, but again, in the 60s tomorrow. As we fast forward to Wednesday, more of the same, mix of clouds and sun. We'll say goodbye to the lake effect chances as our wind shifts out of the south. Temperatures will be warmer on Wednesday. We're talking mid-70s as it looks right now, and we'll have to watch for a late day shower to sneak in here, especially our northern counties. There'll be that system that I was talking about back towards Chicago will be here as we get into Wednesday, but nothing organized. As we go big picture, this cool air is going to vacate up towards areas of Nova Scotia. We'll replace it with a nice ridge, not just for us, but the entire eastern half of the country. So we'll have those warm fall-like days. I know it's not quite fall yet, so we can't quite say fall days. So we call them fall-like, but we'll certainly have that as we get into the weekend. Temperatures approaching 80 degrees. All indication as we look at what's next in the forecast, we'll have cooler air and some kind of low pressure that dips in the plain states. We'll have a nice flow out ahead of that, so we'll stay warm for a couple days, but what happens after that still remains to be seen. But in terms of rainfall, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Temperatures, again, we're up near 80 degrees, average high at 75. That continues to drop, but we will be above average the rest of the week. In terms of the dry spell, all right, our last soaking rainfall, soaking to me is over a quarter inch of rain, all right? That's negotiable, but last soaking rainfall was 26 days ago, all right? Akron, Canton area down south, you've been even drier. You've seen 0.13 inches of rain so far this month. You average about 2 by now. So it has been a very dry month. A lot of us that are paying attention know that. We still have a real good surplus. That's the good news for most of us. But where's our next rain going to come from? Well, we look out towards the tropics. There's Nigel, not going to affect us, but this area right here, down towards the Gulf of Mexico. Watch how this develops as we fast forward. We're pretty much dry over the next couple of days, but look at this area of disturbed weather, lots of rain off the coast. All indication is this comes in here as we get into next weekend and then beyond. Do we get rain from it or just clouds from it? That's the big story. But as of right now, we are going to paint some rain in the forecast. Union Home Mortgage 10-day keeps us dry through Sunday at this point, with some rain showers possible into next week. We're back with Nick Camino in sports after this.